thing on their mind.
They look like mermaids and queens.
Hi, I'm Miss P. I am the director for Directing Story Hour this hour. Welcome! When I first heard about it, I was just like, where can I sign up? And I was part of the first few girls who started Directing Story Hour in New York City. So I put my wig on, my dress, like, I'm ready to go save the world.
Yeah, right.
For me, I think Drag Queen Story Hour is just such a natural fit. It's like one of those ideas that's just so good that I'm shocked that no one had thought of it sooner. So what do you think a drag queen is? A queen of drag. We really are. We entertain, we lip sync. We are funny. We're like clowns, but prettier. I love my wet shoes. I think there's just something about us being larger than life, and that's really what they react to. I love. You get a lot of oohs, ahs, wows, and what's that? As your kids,
And what is that?
Your drag queens are princesses come to life or superheroes.
These kids don't know what's going on.
Drag queen is someone who
Their parents do, though.
Fancy. And I was like, oh, you correct. You're correct.
Kids, they're imaginative, they're all about play, they haven't been baked into, society's norms and expectations. So I think to them, things like being fluid with their identities comes really naturally.
They're setting a great example as being different, and there's nothing wrong with that.
When I had my own son, I started going to these story hours at libraries, and I had my kid late in life. I'm queer, so to suddenly find myself in these really straight environments was fine, but I was like, what would this be like if this was queer? And I was like,
every time. Like sometimes they read books about feelings, sometimes about nature, sometimes fiction, sometimes non-fiction. But I just like how people in the books find a way to stop any war that might happen.
not only
Out to filling out, I want to give you a live look inside as they wrap things up. There were a few tense moments and heated exchanges tonight as they really got into this pretty contentious issue. I want to have you guys take a look at that real quick.
So let's stop pretending this is about protecting children from books. We all know this is about embracing our LGBTQ students.
Stop protecting our children from being indoctrinated.
Parents do not want their children to read a book. They should not allow them to do that. But to voice their views of welcome citizens on the rest of Dearborn doesn't work either. This is what it would do. And we all know how that works out.
A normal, psychologically sound and stable mind would come to a conclusion that that specific material is nothing but sexually explicit. In the LGBT community, the majority of parents are not here to attack your right to exist in a free society. Criticism of age-inappropriate content is not criticism of the LGBT community.
Yes, tonight's meeting was a continuation of Monday's meeting, which was suspended over safety concerns. There was a massive turnout, and that violated the fire code. Tonight, at least 600 people packed into a middle school auditorium.
Because this is a big deal.
Spaces as residents sounded off on placing LGBTQ books in its library.
Get them all out of those kids' schools.
Those books, making it easier for parents to limit what books and materials their children have access to. But many said tonight that that is not enough and that those books need to be banned altogether. Those who disagree, as you just heard a few moments ago, say this is not really about books at all, but about people's feelings toward the LGBTQ community.
Trans jokes aren't funny.
Yes, they are.
Let me tell you why. So, Bill Maher, some recent more news about Dave Chappelle, some Ricky Gervais, the special, right? So there's been all these trans jokes recently. Number one, they're not original. I've heard basically the same jokes since I was a kid, and you might want to broaden the comedy horizons somewhere else. Number two, it's unkind. Right? It's punching down. It is extremely unpleasant.
You're abusers and you'll never be satisfied. Enough will never be enough for you people.
To then be made fun of on top of that. And number 3, it's immoral. The more of us you make fun of, the more society finds us dismissible. The more of us die.
I'm gonna take morality lessons from a gay person. Okay, yeah,
God forbid I ever go to jail. But if I do, I hope it's in California. As soon as the judge sentenced me, I'll be like, Your Honor, before you sentence me, I just want the court to know I identify as a woman. Send me.
This is what they're upset about.
And as soon as I get in there, you know what I'm gonna be doing? Give me a fruit cocktail, bitch, before I knock your motherfucking teeth out. I'm a girl just like you, bitch. Come over here and suck this girl. God, don't make me explain myself. I'm a girl.
So there's something genuinely depressing about watching Dave Chappelle, who is one of, if not the best comic of our lifetime, reduce himself to the guy who makes trans jokes.
In 2024, can Dave Chappelle go the fuck outside and touch some motherfucking grass? Like, what is your obsession with trans? I'm 100% convinced that some trans girl out there is sipping on some mezcal right now,
You got me
thinking
sold.
about how she broke his heart into pieces. Because what? We're always in your mouth, bro. Because I think you want us in your mouth.
Yeah, right.
Happy New Year. See y'all later. Thanks for fucking life.
Progress we've made over these past years, there's still work to be done. So to those of you out there who are still working against equal rights, we have a message for you.
You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct.
It's smiling like it's funny. I'd stomp this guy out like a bug.
Quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. You can keep him from disco. Warn about San Francisco. Make him wear play dance, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair.
At first, I didn't get why you'd be so scared of us turning your children into accepting, caring people, but I see now why you have a problem.
Just like you worried, they'll change their group of friends. You won't approve of where they go at night to protest. When you'll be disgusted when they start finding things online that
You are disgusting.
are from their side, like information. Guess what? You'll still be alright. Hurt your children as we will. But you want it all. There's really no escaping it. Cause even grandma likes RuPaul. And the world's getting kinder. Gen Z's gayer than Grindr. Learn to love, learn to vogue, face your face. We'll convert your children. Someone's gotta teach them not to make.
Yeah. No, I can stomach. They flat out say it. They're abusers. Abusers are never happy. Abusers are never satisfied. They're going to keep going until we make this stop. And I'm willing to do it however I can. Peaceably, yes. But, no more complacency. Need to get these people in check.